What's up, guys? I just got home from the Saints versus Rams game, and this was a good game. The Saints finally actually did something that we don't see a lot this year. This is only the Saints' fourth win of the season, and I mean it feels like we're winning like once or so a month. It's kind of weird, and we're 4-7 now. Which I mean, we won. That's great, and we're going to talk about this game. I'm not going to talk about the stats or anything like that. I'm just going to go off of what I saw from the field because I didn't really watch the highlights or anything yet. This is still going to be kind of initial reaction, even though I'm recording this at like 9 p.m. So my really initial reactions are kind of already gone, but I can still tell you guys what I remember, how I feel about the game. Let me start off by saying Andy Dalton played a solid game when you look at the stats. Obviously throwing for 3 touchdowns, no picks, which is very important. No picks, that's good shit right there. But it still didn't wow me, you know? Like, I feel like Andy Dalton played a really efficient game because of the fact that the team played an efficient complementary game for the most part, especially in that third quarter. It really felt like the Saints pulled away in the third quarter with scoring 2 back-to-back touchdown drives, which is fucking rare as shit when it comes to this team. Coming out of the half, scoring a touchdown, and then having that deep touchdown at Chris Olave, which was fantastic to see. But, I mean, if I really want to appreciate this win, and I do appreciate the win for many reasons. First of all, Chris Olave absolutely owning Jalen Ramsey is fucking beautiful. Like, when that play happened, I didn't know that he was on Jalen Ramsey. I thought there was no way he fucking left Jalen Ramsey in the dust that bad. That's Jalen Ramsey. Like, we can say, yeah, he's having a down year or whatever because the Rams having a down year. But Chris Olave burning Jalen Ramsey, that's a big deal. Even Juwan Johnson had a touchdown against Jalen Ramsey too. These are like, this is the big deal to these players, especially Chris Olave. Like, the confidence he's gonna gain from knowing the fact that he can literally burn Jalen Ramsey, who is probably one of if not the consensus best corner in the NFL. That's a big deal. And if you don't already think Chris Olave is the wide receiver 1 of the future, I don't know what you're on, because Michael Thomas just isn't the future. He's old. He's aging. And he plays 3 games a year, then he dies. So, I mean, you know, it is what it is. Chris Olave was definitely worth trading up for the first-round pick, or trading our first-round picks to get the higher first-round draft pick and getting him. I do feel bad for Jameis. I really do feel bad because he's even after Andy Dalton's performance today, Jameis Winston should be the starter. And I'm not going to bitch about it in this video because Andy did kind of prove me wrong on the shit I was talking. But honestly, he proved me wrong, but did he really prove me wrong? You know what I'm saying? Like, he proved me wrong this week, but I'm very confident he will not continue it next week against the 49ers. But we'll worry about that later. Let's focus on this game, which the Saints won 27-20 against the Rams. The defending Super Bowl champions, by the way. I know the Rams are actually dog-ass this year. They're worse than us. But, yeah, another game, Kamara didn't score a touchdown, which kind of sucks. Only scoring 12 for me in fantasy. Hasn't been that great in fantasy for me lately, but it's like, the team did good this week, and Andy Dalton spread the ball around, so I'm not too worried about it. You know, Juwan Johnson had a tutty. Chris Olave had a tutty. Jarvis Landry had his first touchdown as a Saint. That was really good to see. Andy Dalton played a solid, efficient game. I think he was 20-23 at one point. This was like before the last couple garbage time drives, so that stat could be better or worse. But the 3 touchdowns and no interceptions, I'm very pleased with. There's a lot of 3rd and longs where it really just Andy Dalton on 3rd and long either throws a 2-yard check down or he throws a pass to 6, and I'm holding my breath. It's going to be an interception. But the offense was pretty efficient in this game. They slowed down a lot in the 4th quarter, but that was also just because it really felt like the defense was just taking control of the game. You saw sack after sack after sack from the defense at the end of the game. And the defense did not start well either. I mean, they did start well technically because they had a couple 3-and-outs, and then they let Tutu Atwell absolutely burn him. I'm not sure who he burnt. I'm pretty sure he burnt Chris Harris, and I'm not sure who the safety was, but that is not good. As soon as Tutu Atwell burnt him, I was like, damn, it's going to be one of those games. This is, you know, we fucking suck and all that shit. And we still do suck, don't get me wrong. 4-7, we're not good. But the thing is, in this division, the Saints can totally, like, win this division. Like, I think the Falcons won today, sadly, which sucks. But they won 27-24 over the Chicago Bears. So they're 5-6, they had 4 wins before. So I want to say they have 5 wins. They might be 5-6 now, because he lost to Carolina. So I'm gonna say they're 5-6. I think they are. Tampa had their bye week this week, so they're still 5-5. Carolina lost to Baltimore, so they're 3-8 now. So we should be ahead of Carolina in the division now, which, if my math serves me correctly, if we have 4 wins, they're 3. So we're third in the division now. And we play Tampa in just a couple weeks. That would be a huge opportunity for the division. And we play Atlanta again week 15. We play the whole division again one more time. So we can still get our revenge on Tampa. We can sweep Atlanta, and we can get our revenge against Carolina week 18. Now, the Saints do have a tough road ahead of them. They have San Francisco coming up, and I'm not looking forward to that game at all. Because San Francisco is, to say the least, a very, very stacked roster with a good coach, and I'm not looking forward to that game. I'm scared to see what Kyle Shanahan can do with this super team, essentially, besides quarterback, against an Andy Dalton and Dennis Allen led team. You know what I'm saying? But this was a great win overall. I don't want to ramble too much because I just want to get this video out for you guys to see. But I am very happy with this win. You'll probably see me make an Andy Dalton video just because he spread the ball around so well, and just, I got to give him his props when he does well. I might make an Olave video just because he torched the best corner in the NFL, and Olave's daddy. He's the best receiver in the NFL. If you disagree, you're a hater, pretty much. I still want Jameis, I'm not going to lie, but the thing with this, though, is if Andy Dalton has a couple more bad games, he just earned another couple bad games. Dennis Allen will allow a few more bad games now because of what he saw today. And that sucks the way he coaches, but that's just the way it is. Like I said, I'm not expecting this to be like a turning point of the season or whatever. It's a little late for that. I feel like at this point in the season, we are who we are. We're not a good team. We beat a pretty bad team today. But you know what? You gotta, especially in a shitty season like this, where the Saints season and the future of this team is very uncertain. You gotta appreciate wins like this. You just gotta really appreciate it, because this was not a stressful game to watch. It was a pretty entertaining game. And once this team pulled away in the fourth quarter or in the third quarter, it was a nice game. It was a really nice game to go to, and it was a really nice game to watch. And I'm pleased with this team. We are very banged up, and we could be getting some guys back soon. We got Lattimore, who should be coming back within the next few weeks. I have no idea about Pete Werner. I have no idea when he'll be back. I'd be surprised to see him back this season, to be honest. Maybe after the bye week, you could start to see him make progress, but I'm really not sure on that. Trevor Penning's coming back soon. Let me think. I'm not sure about Eric McCoy. Cam Jordan should be back next week, as a matter of fact. Bradley Roby's eligible to turn off IR very soon. I think actually next week he can return, so we'll see if he does or not. We got a lot of guys coming back. Ingram should be coming back, which is not that big of a deal, but Ingram will be back. So it's something. And there is something to look forward to. Me personally, I'm looking forward to the Tampa Bay game on Monday night in a couple weeks. I'm not really looking forward to the San Francisco game. I'm scared of that game. I'll be watching it, but I'm not exactly looking forward to it. But I do. Tampa Bay, that game is going to be huge. That's going to make or break the season. So we'll see what happens then. But we got to focus on San Francisco, because they are next up. Thank you guys for watching. I'm just going to keep this short and sweet. I'm not going to read off the stats. I'm just want to get this out for you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.